spring. It's time. It's time.
No Pants Friday. No Pants Friday. No Pants. No Pants. No Pants Friday.
What? Don't hurt yourself.
What's up, guys? It is No Pants Friday. What's happening?
Hello.
What? Holly made it again. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think that's what she just said. Whoop, whoop. What is happening, everybody? We've been kind of running around this morning. We might need a nap after this show.
I need a nap, and I'm not even the injured party.
I'm injured.
That's what she keeps saying now. Every time I ask her to do something, because now she's more mobile. So, I'm injured. She's gonna milk this shit for a long time. I'm telling you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Friday. It's No Pants Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I don't even know when I'm going to have to wear pants ever again, because
I don't know when she's going to be able to wear pants ever again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but kind of lucky for me, I have, the bandaging going on all around my waist. Mm-hmm. And actually, we went on Thursday. That would be yesterday. We went to the doctor. Everything is closed up on my stomach. So I actually don't need bandaging anymore because of that. Now it's all just lotion. But we are still wrapping it because it's like my waistband goes like right over the middle of my stomach. So,
and it's super baby skin. So it's like, how you have like 7 to 10 layers of skin, or I think most people know that. She probably only has like 3 or 4 layers of skin. So it has to like regrow.
Yeah. So it's super sore. Actually, it's really itchy. It's driving me crazy. But it's like, I don't know, when I do wear the rare occasion, I do wear pants when I go out, I wear jeans, and I like my jeans. I like my jeans kind of snug. So
not happening.
Yeah, so I'm not wearing. So basically, it's been no pants every day, all day for me, no matter what. I get to go out in public in basically pajamas with her all the time. It's awesome. I love it.
It's embarrassing.
Ruby Vera says, "Milk it, Katie, milk it." Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm doing that. I am. No, but really, actually, the last 3 days, 3 days, I think, mm-hmm. I pulled all of my own stuff and shipped all of my own stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm able to like move the bins over, like I call it kind of like my own little real life video game. Tetris. Because it's like, I shouldn't really be like lifting things. I can't really lift things because of my hand and my stomach, but I'll like strategically shift bins around, slide them across. And mm-hmm. so far the last few days, I've been able to get at everything I need to get at to be able to ship it out.
It's been glorious.
So it's been super. Yeah. She's like loving it. So,
and DuPage Picker, oh, you meant no pants. Here I am sitting in snow pants. Probably a little warm for snow pants. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've worn snow pants since I was like 8, and I'm from Rhode Island, and we used to go sledding all the time.
Yeah. And Annie said I went and took a look at all your photos and almost passed out. Yeah, they're
not for
gnarly.
The faint of heart. If you don't like looking at gnarly, gory stuff, I suggest don't look. If you do like that stuff, like I do, I think it's fascinating. Totally look at it. Especially her recent one that I don't know if you uploaded pictures of her hand.
No, I haven't yet. I will the next one.
Oh, her hand looks like brains. It's like the coolest thing.
So what's that thing called where the overgrowth?
It's called hypergranulation. It's when the new cells generate and they're overgenerate. So they go above your skin line.
I'll show the last pictures we took are better because we took some side ones so that you can see. It's like, it seriously looks like brains growing out of my hand. Mm-hmm. And so it's like comes up.
The brains really got to me, she says.
So we've been putting this gentian violet on it, which just looks like purple dye. Mm-hmm. And it's an antiseptic, but it also is supposed to dry it out. And so it wasn't happening fast enough or wasn't doing enough. So yesterday when the doctor came in, they actually decided to use silver nitrate, which they look like giant matchsticks. They're like this long and they have like a little silver match head. That's what it looks like. And they basically took that and like rubbed it on all of that part that's overgrown. Mm-hmm. And it basically immediately turned
acidic.
It immediately turned like a silver gray. And it immediately started burning. So that was awesome. And it's basically like a chemical burning it down. So it's going to be the same level. So my hand has been for like the last day, just kind of stinging and burning and itching big time. Mm-hmm. It's driving me crazy. But guys, I don't have to go back to the doctor for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
So as soon as that hand part that's like this much of the palm of her hand, as soon as that closes over. And the reason why it's not closing over is because that hypergranulation halts healing. So it's not closing over and growing new skin yet. So as soon as that works and that granulation is down and it starts to close up, which I think will start to happen any day now, she'll be good. And exactly, Jennifer, itchy equals healing. That's exactly right.
Yeah. So I haven't been feeling like a lot of pain, more like my whole body's really sore. And because I still I have such and tender, and like my thighs, like the surface is healed, but I have such deep bruising that it like, even just walking it like hurts.
She still has bruises.
But mostly, we're going to eat. I'm going to eat a bug. Don't you worry, Allison.
No freaking we. No freaking way. No freaking we.
But I have been itching like crazy. So last night, you guys, first of all, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like scratching my stomach. So that's not good. But I was telling Vicky, like, I was so itchy that in my sleep I dreamed. So what's the name of the stuff that I've been putting on, the lotion?
Just Eucerin.
So we have this big tub of Eucerin. It's got like it's white. It's got a red top. I dreamed that I went to a dispensary and I told them how I was like super itchy, and they basically gave me a tub, and it was Eucerin, but it had a green top and it was like weed infused.
So it was
Eucerin. And they were like, oh yeah, you just put this on there and it'll stop itching. And I was like, sweet. Like that was my dream, guys. That's what I'm dreaming now.
I dream about eating cheese. She dreams about weed infused lotion. Weirdo. Weirdo.
Yeah, for sure, Sharon. I haven't done any of the oxy. Actually, I haven't even done ibuprofen or anything for like probably the last 5-6 days. And the oxy I quit within a few days of being home.
Yeah, the oxy was within 4 or 5 days of being home. She wasn't taking it anymore. So
yeah, for sure. Anyway, guys, so if you don't know what Allison, aka Big Drift is talking about, so Allison sent us this awesome care package from Alaska, full of all kinds of stuff. Casey, her partner made us cookies that were delicious. Actually, I saw
peanut butter cookies.
Delicious. So I've been eating those. And then the kids, so they have 6-year-old twins that are adorable. These adorable girls, and Reagan and Ryan. They sent me awesome stuff. So first of all, first I'm wearing the hat that was in there, which I think maybe was supposed to be, you were supposed to sell it or something. No, I'm keeping it. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it right now. So this is the amazing art that I got. So Reagan, look at this. How awesome is my little,
I love how it's on wax paper. That's like the cutest thing for me. It's so now, cactus, I think.
So now, Allison, is this like a cactus dude? I'm not entirely sure. And he might be saying something. I'm trying to see. I'm not really sure if he's saying something or if that's just some doodles. But I love this little cactus guy. And I love the rainbow. Pretty awesome. Really, really cute. And so Reagan made me this. And then Ryan made me this awesome rock all the way from Alaska, you guys. And it has
a special Alaskan rock.
Alaskan rainbow rock. Very, very cool. Oh, and Thaddeus helped make the cookies. Very nice.
So cute.
I also got a FaceTime call from the girls that was pretty.
Oh, it's Baby Groot.
Pretty adorable. But, and then the other thing that was in there was this awesome zip-up hoodie.
And she's been wearing it for like 3 days. So
I don't know. I don't think I've ever talked about this on the show, but I have a deep love for zip-up hoodies in general, particularly black zip-up hoodies. My whole thing is that if you can't unzip the sweatshirt, it's hard. You can't regulate your heat. So like pullover sweatshirts or pullover hoodies, it's like I get too hot and it's like you got to take it all the way off. So a zip-up, it's all about the zip-up because you can unzip and cool down, but you don't have to take it off. And you don't have to take it over your head. But this one, I love me some coffee, and this is Raven's Brew Coffee, the last legal high. So I have been, Allison, I wore this today. I've been wearing this like every single day. I love it. But
all about the coffee. No. Red Neckerson, keep yourself below the video camera.
But Reagan and Ryan did send me some crickets. These are bacon and cheese crickets. I'm going to eat one of these, okay? Allison, are the girls watching now, or are they going to be watching later? Are you going to be showing it to them later? But we're not going to do this right now. We'll do this a little later in the show. I'm going to make you wait for it, Allison. But we might have to make it like get a certain number of thumbs up before I will eat one of these crickets. But I'm pretty excited about it. Maui Delights, what?
Oh, I haven't seen you in here in a while.
$20 super chat. Maui Delights says, you look great, Katie. Awesome. And Vicky, love the hair.
Thank
That's
you.
a little bit of a super chat. She's super chatty.
So this is just what the hair looks like when it's faded, and I threw a little purple in the maybe about a week ago. So.
Lisa Hildreth says eat 10 and I'll super chat you 20. I gotta eat that first one first because I gotta. But we'll do this in a little bit. Oh, hip flip mama in the house too. We'll do this in a little bit, but I'm pretty excited about that. Also, we've got.
Yeah, thank you, Jen. I can't watch it either. You have the emojis that are my face.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any tequila to go with it, but I do have some Gatorade. By the way, our friend Corey, one of my favorite local Corey, I'll say that, she came over and she brought some goodies the other day. First of all, she brought me a whole big thing of this grape Gatorade, which I've been drinking, which I enjoy. But also, what else did she get? Oh, she brought a bunch of these lime. I've actually never had these before. These are these little fruit chews, the Tootsie Fruit Chews.
I've stolen a couple.
They're lime flavored. Delicious. I love them. I love them.
The other Corey, Lisa says. Yep.
The other Corey. Well, she's Corey, Corrie. And Corey, his name, my favorite Corey, he's Corey. But the other thing that Corey brought that was super awesome is she actually does the beef jerky and she sells these on Amazon. And I actually put a link to them down in the description of this video in case you guys want to support a fellow reseller. But these are actually,
if you like jerky,
they're really, really, really good. So Corey's Corner, she sent me. I haven't tried this one yet. This is peppered orange teriyaki. The one I tried was the spicy sweet, and that's like my favorite. So that I already
key lime kisses is already skeeving me out.
I already ate it.
Are the crickets all dried out, or do they have a soft, mushy, gushy center?
Key lime kisses. Key lime kisses. They're all dried out and crunchy. But anyway, she sent me. She brought over a whole bunch of this jerky for me to eat because you know what helps with healing? Protein. Which also Greg DePage Picker, he sent us a bunch of stuff, and one of the things he sent was these little sausages for me to eat, also great protein. So we appreciate that you guys are.
It's because he heard you talking about your little smokies.
Yeah,
they're similar to little smokies.
Dana, she doesn't actually make the jerky herself. She has a company that makes it for her, and then she puts her
private
labels
label
on them. Yeah, puts her labels on and sells them on. But they're great. I actually had bought a bunch of these from her before Christmas, and I sent them to my dad and my brother-in-law for their Christmas presents, and I ate a couple myself. But anyway, on Amazon, I think it's like $21 or $22 for like a 4-pack, but it's like the fancy schmancy jerky.
The good kind.
Yeah,
it's not like the Slim Jim jerky. It's the good kind.
It is the good kind. But anyway, what else? Oh, and then our friend Leslie sent us a whole box of stuff. Well, she sent you like a bazillion things of those bubble envelopes, which is pretty exciting. But what she sent me,
the packaging stuff is my favorite.
What she sent me is this awesome autographed Michael Berryman picture, which if you don't know who Michael Berryman is, maybe you know of the movie The Hills Have Eyes, a 1977 classic Wes Craven movie, Hills Have Eyes. This right here, that puppy right there. So I was pretty stoked about that as a horror fan. Anyway.
Yeah, DJ, you're going to get returns. It sucks. We all hate them.
Yeah. Let's see.
eBay approved the return because it doesn't fit. It happens.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's best to overall, like, just let it go. Just, I don't worry about it. I let the returns come. I relist them. Usually sell for more than I sold it for the first time.
Relist it for a little bit more to cover your return fees and stuff like that, and you'll probably sell it.
See, key lime kisses is correct. Crickets are high in protein, and if they have a larva sac still in them, it's extra.
Oh my god! I'm not going to make it through the show. I'm going to have to excuse myself, and I am going to go hurl some Diet Pepsi and lime Tootsie Hot Wheels. Oh man!
All right. So anyway, what did we do today?
Well, we went to some estate sales.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to go because I'm like, but then she looked at me real sad and she said, well, don't you want to go with me? And so we woke up at 6 this morning, which is ridiculous.
We get up at 6 every morning.
You know what's funny is we get up at like 6:30 every morning, 6:37 tops. But it's like we wake up when we wake up. When you like have to wake up at a certain time, it's like torture, even when it's like a half an hour earlier. I don't know why. Anyway, so
Sharon, you couldn't pay me enough, honey. You can't afford me.
Yeah. So we went to 3 different estate sales.
There was some vintage jewelry. I didn't really look at it. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I took some video. I'm gonna put up some thrifting videos. We have one with Victoria Smith that I still have to put up, but this next week I'm gonna be putting up some thrifting videos. So we went to 3 different ones. You found a bunch of really cool stuff.
I did. I actually spent quite a bit this week, but I haven't sourced in almost a month. Like I've gone a couple little treks here and there, but I haven't spent more than like $50 out anywhere sourcing in more than a month at this point.
Well, and you're out of stuff that you need to go get stuff. I have stuff that I need to list. You still have stuff. I mean, you need to get more stuff. But anyway, so
we'll show you some stuff. We'll show you on Sunday though.
Yes.
Sunday when we do our live haul, we will show some of the really cool stuff that we get.
Dorothy, you did not miss it. I am still going to eat. I haven't eaten the cricket yet. I'm making people wait for it, and I'm making the people who are grossed out by it have to anticipate it.
They keep talking, but it's freaking nasty.
But the last one that we went to,
I'm not even gonna come. I'm not kissing you for a month after you eat that thing.
Wait, but I'm injured. Anyway, so the third estate sale we went to, I actually found some cool stuff there. There I actually found like a couple jackets and then now some sweater, vintage stuff, and we ran into some friends there, some friends of yours I hadn't met yet, so that was really cool.
We did. Ran into my friends Don and Elisa. I think Dana knows them, Don and Elisa.
Yeah, so that was really cool. They seem super awesome. And then also, this guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, Katie, No Pants Friday." And I looked at him and I'm like, "What's up?" And it turns out it's this guy who is a reseller here in town. And his name is Barry, I believe.
Barry.
And he goes by Afro Vintage on Instagram. So you guys should go check him out because we both went and followed him. And it looks like he just started in the last couple of months posting stuff on his Instagram that he's flipping, but it's basically my kind of stuff. So
he's her direct competition.
What I anticipate happening is that every time he posts something, I'm going to be doing lots of yelling and cursing and being angry because he's finding cool stuff like vintage Nike and awesome satin bomber jackets, stuff that's right up my alley.
Yeah, exactly.
But go check him out, Afro Vintage. He's here in the Vegas area and he's got some cool stuff.
Sharon, our show on Sunday is 1 p.m. Pacific.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, 2 p.m. Pacific time.
Stop embarrassing me. Stop it. DJ, I will let you know ahead of time.
So you can look away. I'm going to leave the room for crying out loud.
Before I crunch on the crickets. But look. I'm going to say, let's see. I'm going to say I will eat a cricket when we get to, I'm going to eat one of those bacon and cheese crickets when we get to 75 thumbs up.
Key lime, I'm telling you, if I could reach through this computer right now and poke you right in the eye, I think if they're coated in ranch season, they would taste like corn nuts with legs.
I would totally sprinkle these on a slice of key lime pie.
You is nasty. You is nasty.
Glow says 100 likes. I don't know we have well over 100 people watching, but I don't know if 100 of you actually want to see me eat a cricket. So that's the problem. So we're going to go with 75. But let's answer some questions. This is our AMA. Ask me anything. Ask us anything.
We've got a question in there right now. Emerald City Seller. How do you get cubic shipping rates on Pirate Ship? So they're already there. When you go on Pirate Ship and you choose your box or the drop down, you choose a bag size. You just put your measurements in, and if it qualifies for cubic shipping, it's going to tell you. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing difficult about it.
Dorothy found some live crickets for me. Yes, here in Vegas. All right, guys. So anyway, feel free to ask us anything. We will answer any questions, whether they're business related.
Well, Hip Flippin' Mama said that she just went back to work. You were off work for what? 3 days?
What
she
happened?
Quit her 9 to 5 and then went right back.
Did they beg you to come back? Were they lost without you? That's what I'm guessing. Yeah,
they must have been.
That's what I'm guessing. Jennifer Hayes says, first time here, I want to see you eat it. All right. I want to make sure that you give a thumbs up for that because I'm telling you, once we get to, we're getting close. It's 61 right now. There's 137 people watching. I'm saying 75 because I don't want Allison to have to wait too long. 75 thumbs up and I will eat a cricket. Now, luckily,
it's the crunch that's
I like how it
yeah.
says crickets.
Melissa, I need to actually, I'm gonna have to leave the room.
Bacon and cheese. Generally,
Lady loves BMC. What does BMC stand for? I'm curious because I think Bret Michaels would I see that, but I know that that's probably not what it is.
Jenly wants to know if we got our ring light set up yet. No, I'm going to be taking pictures probably tomorrow. I'm going to finally be taking some pictures, and so I'm going to get Vicky to help me so we can set up that ring light because I want to take pictures with using the ring light. So come on, guys.
Hey, Jennifer says, I'm a good sub. I fell on the way in.
Ooh, we're at 73. 2 people downvoted. If those people would convert their downvotes to upvotes, I could eat a cricket. And maybe you're my mortal enemy, and then even more reason to make me eat a bug. So go ahead and turn that 2 thumbs down into 2 thumbs up.
Two little thumbs going up. That trumps 75 adult thumbs.
We're real close, guys. Anyway, like I said, these crickets were sent to me by Reagan and Ryan, 2 twin little 6-year-old girls who are adorable.
DJ, my stomach is feeling weird. Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, we're at 78. Here we go. Here we go. So, like I said, I want to show my art again. Okay, so this is for Reagan and Ryan. They want me to eat a bug. They made me awesome art. So how can I say no? Okay. Basically. As you guys know, I'll do almost anything.
But if you're going to do it, you should get out of the room now because she's probably going to do it any minute now.
I'll do almost anything for a laugh, but I'll even more so than that, I will do pretty much anything to make little kids squeal and giggle and freak out. So now that they've wait, do you think I'm gonna like just be spitting legs at you? Oh boy! Now
she has to touch them.
Now, do I have to eat a whole one, or can I just eat like a head or a torso?
Oh my God, you're so nasty. DJ's putting my phone upside down on my desk. Yeah, that's a good one.
What's the biggest line
on what Katie grabs first? The drink or the trash can?
The thing is, guys, these are super dried out, so they're just gonna be. Somebody said the last show that they're gonna. I haven't put it in my mouth yet.
She says whole.
Then it's going to be kind of like eating like a puffed pork rind. It's just be kind of crunchy. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Reagan and Ryan, this is for you. Let me see if I can even get this thing open. Jeez. All right. There's plenty. There's plenty in here. I got to make sure I get one that has
legs get stuck between
I got to make sure I get one that has like a leg on it.
Gross.
This is a pretty. Well,
I'm closing my eyes.
These ones both have legs. All right, I'm trying to. Oh, 2 of them came out. You want one?
No.
Are you sure?
First.
Are you sure?
Eat the goddamn thing.
All right, here. I'm gonna hold it by its legs so I can show it to everybody. Okay, guys, this is it right here. It's this little cricket. There weren't any that had 2 legs attached, but what's that Disney movie with Jiminy Cricket? Pinocchio. Here we go.
Gross.
Let your conscience be your guide. Well, guess what? She's seriously like in the other room. No. All right, here we go. You ready? Better get this here. All right, Reagan, Ryan, this is for you.
Oh, I heard a crunch.
It's super crunchy.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Can you put the rest of them away?
I guess.
What, you don't want to finish them? Are you sure?
I did it, guys. Turn the volume down. I'm trying to look away.
Oh,
it was pretty crunchy. All right. I hope that wasn't too anticlimactic for you guys. I just ate a bug. Super crunchy.
Yeah, Dorothy, come on over. You can have one.
Not much taste. And I would say that I didn't really taste a whole lot of bacon and cheese there. But wait, I got a leg stuck in my tooth.
Oh my God. Seriously, I'm gonna puke. No.
Anyway, guys, you probably would have been smart to do it at the end, like if I was like violently throwing up after that, but it's okay. Here's the thing. I mean, they're just dried up. Now, if it was like a live one or even a just dead one, there's probably no way you could get me to eat that because I couldn't
make sure she brushes her teeth. Are you kidding me? She's gonna gargle a vat of Lysol. No.
See, now I'm healed.
Yeah, DJ's got the mask. Exactly. That's gonna be me forever.
All right. Oh no, Allison, no more disgusting delights.
She's like, I don't know how you didn't do that.
I hope the kids enjoyed that, or if they haven't watched it yet, I hope they will enjoy it. But I hope they enjoy it. Thanks, guys.
I'm still nauseated. Nope. Oh, you know what we said we'd do today? We did say we would have a giveaway today.
Yeah, we'll totally do a giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, so Victoria Smith sent us some fun stuff in the mail. She sent
2nd Brigade Motorcycle Club. Thank you. I was curious.
She sent us these awesome Valentines. So Vicky got these Minnie Mouse ones that come with a pencil, and I got some awesome Taco Time ones, and these come with like an adorable little taco eraser. So moving forward, until we are out of these, anybody who does win a prize from us gets a taco or mini Valentine. Will be
plus the prize. I mean, that's not your prize.
Plus the prize, of course. Oh, and maybe good point, Jen Lee. Maybe I'll include a cricket in there.
No, she won't.
Red Neckerson,
because I ship everything out. She's not going to include the cricket.
Red Neckerson Reed Sales just did $1.77 chat. So you know what I say to that? Yeah. That's a Red Neckerson Reed Sales super chat song.
Ew. What is that face?
I think I had cricket juice on my lips.
Ugh. Throw up.
Anyway, guys, it's the AMA.
Look at my face. I'm seriously not kidding. I am so skeeved right now. We just went out to breakfast before we came home, so maybe an hour ago I ate. Yeah, it's right here. Right here.
Allison's gonna so they haven't seen the video yet. She's gonna record them watching me eat the cricket.
Oh,
so we'll get to see.
All right, I want to see that.
Yeah, there's at least a couple of legs stuck in my teeth. Maybe some little antennae.
Just shut your mouth.
No,
moving on.
Allison says, I think that cricket you ate was pregnant. Anyway, guys, AMA, what you got? Give us some questions. Come on. Personal, business.
Not that question, Molly.
Any kind of questions? Yeah. They're saying that it looks like I'm back now. Yeah, I left some leg juice on her cheek for sure. Besides the cricket, what's the weirdest thing you have eaten? Well, for me, so I used to work for Habitat for Humanity, and I got to go overseas 3 times to do habitat builds. And 2 of the 3 times I went to Cambodia. If you ever want to go somewhere in Southeast Asia, Cambodia is an awesome country to visit. It's really, really cool. And so when I was there, there was this one particular restaurant that I really liked that had like outside seating. It was just like a little restaurant, like right on the water. And I was just hanging out there by myself one night. I went to get some delicious food and a 50-cent beer. And there was a guy sitting at the table next to me. He was an expat. I think he was American. And somebody went by with a cart, and they had fried snakes on sticks. So it was like the little snakes that you find like in your garden. And they were on a stick and fried. And he was like, "Hey, you want one?" And I do tend to be a little bit more adventurous. And I was like, maybe it'll be all right, whatever. And so I didn't want to say no. And I'm like, might as well try it. So I ate a steak on a stick, and it actually wasn't bad because it was like deep fried. So similar to the crickets, it was kind of crunchy. And
no, thank you.
Yeah.
I've had alligator and frog and ostrich and weird things like that.
I've had frog legs.
They're pretty mediocre weird. So that's probably the weirdest
frog
I've
legs
ever eaten.
Really do taste like chicken.
They take like chicken wings.
They have I do say that the meat has the consistency more of fish, where it's kind of that flaky. But it tastes like chicken.
Yep. Wade's in the house. What's up,
Wade?
Wade with the cutest little kids I've ever seen.
Oh man, if you guys just want to die from cuteness, follow Wade on Instagram.
Both of his kids look like mini him. It's the weirdest thing. They're like little baby mini,
and they're little gingers. You guys know that gingers are devil children, right?
They're so cute.
These ones are like extra devil children because they're like
they look like miniature
cute
versions of Wade.
Yeah.
So like Wade's a grown man. So you've got like grown man face on a little tiny baby. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And if you come to eBay Open this summer, I'm assuming he'll bring the kids again because last time I think he had his mom and his wife and the kids. So you'll see in person, they are adorable. They're pretty.
Jen, we haven't set up the ring light yet, so we're not sure if we're going. Yeah, she just asked another question. We haven't set it up yet. We're going to set it up this week. I'll let you know if it works by itself or with the umbrella lights. I hate the umbrella lights. I just like you think they take up way too much space. And for what I sell and the fact that I don't have everything flat against a wall with a 3-dimensional mannequin, they suck for me. Yeah. So I've had other cheaper lights that work better. I don't like them. So we'll see how they work. Crickets probably are low carb.
All right. No, I've never eaten any Rocky Mountain oysters. Aren't those like balls, like bull balls or something?
Yes.
Yeah, no, haven't done it. Yeah. Haven't done it. Yeah, see, they are going to Vegas this year.
Yay! Someone asked when eBay Open was. It is usually the last week in Vegas. The last week of July in Vegas, I should say.
They haven't really said like exact dates, I don't think, but
I think we do have the.
It's always like about the same as any other time that they've done it.
Let's see. And someone asked, Glow asked if eBay Open is worth it. Of course, we know it's worth it for us.
No, it's easy for us to say because we live here. And when I did live in Oregon, I was a finalist for the Shine Awards, which I then won in my category. So I didn't have to pay to come here. But I will say, if you can't afford to come, and you can make it cheaper by getting roommates, whatever. There's different ways to bring the cost down. If you can't afford to come, it really is worth it because what it really comes down to, okay, you're fidgeting and making noises over here. You stop. I'll make you eat a cricket.
No, you won't.
So the cost really isn't that much. And people say, well, why do they charge? It's like, well, they have to charge because they have to be prepared for people to really come. And if they made it free, people would say they were coming and then they wouldn't come and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, all of the networking, all the people you meet, I promise you can ask Wade, he's in here. I promise you it will be worth it because of the people they meet, the connections you meet. You just I don't even know how to describe like what you get out of it.
2 years ago, I wrote for the eBay for Business page. I wrote a blog about my experience at eBay Open at their request. And I don't know, if you go and look at the eBay discussion boards and you search for eBay Open, you can find it. But I will, that in itself for me, and this was before I met Katie. So it was, no, maybe it was the same time. It was the year I met you. So
plus, we met each other at Open, so yeah, it's worth it. Also, they usually give out, like the last 2 years, they've given, they've made eBay the concierge service available to people who come to Open, and that alone, that's like next level customer service. That alone is absolutely worth the cost to go. So if you can figure it out, definitely figure it out. Somebody asked
tickets last year, I believe, were $275.
And it might go up this year. I don't know.
But
it's worth it.
If you've ever been to a business conference, I've been in business and I've been in sales my entire life. I have never been to a business conference that only costs $275 for 3 or 4 days. So yes, people complain about the cost, but I tell you, the people that complain about the cost have never paid for a business conference. Right. They're generally $500 to $1,500 for a one-day session for any type of sales conference. So the fact that eBay charges as little as they do, that doesn't cover their cost for the conference by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. They charge a nominal fee because they have limited spots. They can't just open it to everybody because everybody and their grandmother would register, and it's very expensive to put on a conference. Yeah. I guarantee it's costing about $1,500 per person for us to attend.
Well, and people, like I said, people have to have some skin in the game. They need to have a reason to actually come. If it was free, I would be like, well, I'm going to register. And then you get close to the date and I'd be like, okay, I can't really afford to leave my business for a week. I can't really afford to get the hotel room, and they wouldn't go. So Chunk Jones says eBay called and they saw the cricket thing. They want their Shine Award back.
I will almost repeat that. That's probably one of the funniest comments.
All right. Emerald City Seller wants to know again what the international shipping program is called for pirate ship. It's called Simple Export Rate. And so that's only for first class international, for anything 4 pounds and under. And you have to sign up for pirate ship, and then you have to, which is free. And then you have to actually ask them, because if you just sign up and start doing international labels, it's going to cost pretty much the same as it would cost on eBay.
Yeah, you're not going to see.
You have to send them an email, or you can click on the little chat thing on the lower right hand corner, and you actually have to ask them, please add me to the simple export rate program. And they're pretty responsive. They'll probably help
within
you
5 minutes.
within like 5 minutes. And
Unless it's like the middle of the night.
And it's way cheaper than even eBay's discount. So if you're going to be doing your own international shipping, you want to make sure you're doing it.
Miss Florida asked a question. What was the worst hairstyle you've ever had? I don't know about you, but I think that the one that you had when I met you was probably the worst I've ever seen you in.
Whatever. I had a sweet mohawk, you guys. She's so rude. When I was in middle school, I decided that I wanted to have like, I wanted to have hair like, what's his name from New Kids on the Block? Joey McIntyre hair. And so even though my hair is naturally kind of curly, I had it short like a boy's haircut. And then I had the top was permed and it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay.
Valerie, no, we don't have the exact dates, but it has been the last week of July every year, and I'm pretty sure that's it again. We just don't have the exact.
We don't have the exact dates. They're going to announce that.
They're actually going to announce it within the next month or two, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah.
Kara says, not to mention the friends you make, the info you suck in, and all the food. Sessions are included. Everything's included, including the hell of a party at the end.
I mean, not your hotel. Like you have to find a place to stay.
Right.
And a lot of times, you know, you can find cheaper options, you know, not necessarily in the hotel wherever the event is actually happening. There are cheaper options. So just look into it. And like I said, like if you can hook up with another fellow reseller from out of town and share a hotel room, even if you got like if you had like 4 ladies and you get like a room that has 2 big beds in it and you guys just all share, there are ways you can cut the cost down a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And Lori's, see, that is really cheap for a conference. We're going to have in our boss Facebook group, we are going to have a group about eBay Open as well. We share the group with Kathy Terrell
in her group,
about people going to eBay Open, so we can discuss all the particulars. So when we get closer and once they announce it, we'll make sure that we put a link to that group in our group. And we'll talk about it a bunch between now and then, I promise. That way people that want to find roommates, or they may know each other, or they want to cut down on costs in some way, you can communicate with one another. It's a great way to do it. Let's see.
So Jen said that she would love to go to eBay Open, but she has panic disorder, agoraphobia, so she's working on it. Listen, Jen, I do want to say, like, I totally get it. And I've heard that story a lot of times from people who, like, they have real anxiety issues, and like the idea of going somewhere where they don't know anybody is super scary. But let me tell you, you will be so shocked if you can ever get yourself there. You are going to be so shocked at how quickly and easily you feel comfortable, because the thing is like, we all know each other. And so not only do we know each other through this, as Teresa calls us, we're stranger friends, but also because we all do the same kind of work, you realize like how
easiest conversation you will ever strike up is at an eBay Open event. As soon as you see somebody standing next to you, first of all, you're going to recognize people and immediately please go and talk to them, because we expect you to come and say hi to us. If we don't know who you are, you know us, obviously, you know what we look like. Come and talk to us. And but also other people like Wade will be there, and Casey will be there, and hopefully Ryan and Allie will be there again. And you get to go up and talk to people that you know, or you feel like you know, or you're involved with. And even if it's somebody that you don't recognize, you're standing there. First of all, everybody has a name tag. So you know the name of the store and the person's name right away.
I've never had an experience like this where I've gone somewhere and like all these people I've never met before in my life immediately seem like people I've known forever.
You walk right up to somebody in your very first conversation. Your line opener is, so what do you sell?
Yeah.
Everybody likes to talk about themselves. Everybody likes to talk about what they sell. And it's an open conversation right there. How long have you been selling on eBay? Have you been to eBay Open before? It is so easy to strike up a conversation. Last year, we talked about doing this, and I think we're going to do it this year. We are going to give a live tour of the venue and the airport before the event, so that people that are nervous and unfamiliar with the area, and a lot of people have anxiety surrounding going to a new place. I know that I'm one of them. If I don't know where I'm going exactly, I get a little bit anxious. But there are people that definitely have that to the nth degree.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you a little tour of the airport inside, and where to go, and how to find your shuttle or your Uber to get to the hotel. We'll give you a little tour of where the convention is going to be, the hotel. We won't have the convention set up, of course, but we can show you how to get from point A to point B. And that might help easily.
Yeah, well, and a lot of that anxiety has to do with just the unknown. Like, I know for me, it's like the more I can be prepared for something and have an idea of like what to expect, the easier it is. Because it's just like that unknown that makes it a little bit like, ooh. Yeah. So it's just really super easy. And and just try not to, if you're thinking about going, try not to overthink it, because I'm telling you.
And there are a lot of people that have gone to eBay Open and they've gone by themselves. So a lot of people go by themselves and they're anxious to do so. One of the people is one of our admins in our boss group.
What are you talking about?
Our girl in our boss group,
Christine.
Thank you. I just had a mind blank. Christine Bonanos. She came by herself, had never traveled by herself, knew nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And Teresa had actually said, "Come and find me." And when you get here, she didn't know her either. And they met up, and she got rid of all of her anxiety within moments. And she'll tell you how much she loved it and met people. And it's 3 to 4 days.
Justin Packman, I want to see you at Open. Come on, come hang out with us.
Get on there.
And you can go on a plane. It's awesome. It's fun. Or you can drive. If you really want to drive, you can drive. But I know you've never been on a plane. You should do it. You should come hang out with us.
And a lot of people have fear of flying too. I understand that. So if you can get on the plane, do so. If you can't, drive.
Yeah,
drive.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you don't have to be part of any groups to do it. It's so much fun getting to meet other people. The networking is the best part. Yes, there are excellent classes. There are classes for beginners, and there are classes for people that have been there doing it a long time. And I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 years was Tuesday to Thursday. And it's a great time.
Yeah. Hey, Melissa Carver's going to be there this year. Awesome.
Yay!
Awesome. Yeah. Anyway,
Jameson,
guys,
you are so vocal in our group here, and when we're on YouTube, I bet you are just fine in person.
And I'm telling you, I don't know if you've ever gone to any kind of like in-person gathering of resellers, but it really is like, I know that I seem like I'm super loud and outgoing and stuff like that, but anyone who's met me in person will, a lot of times they'll say like, "Oh wow, she's quieter than I thought she would be." Because when I do meet people for the first time, I can, if I'm not making myself be on, I can be a little bit, I don't know about shy. I don't really know how to describe it, because I am actually an introvert at heart. Like I'm one of those people who I recharge with alone time. And I do have to kind of put myself out there and to be comfortable. But I'm telling you, like one-on-one conversations with somebody I don't know, if we don't have anything in common, I can feel so awkward, and I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. And it's like that weird, and it's like, if there's somebody who's outgoing and they can like drive the conversation, then I'm totally fine. But if it's like somebody else who's kind of awkward and then they don't know what to say,
yeah, you're obnoxious.
So anyway, any other questions, guys? Come on.
When we get the group going, there actually is a group. It's eBay Open 2018, but we're going to end it. We'll probably just change it, keep the group the same for 2019, just change the name. But you know what? It's really good if you're getting that group and you want to talk about carpooling. That's actually not a bad idea. Someone said carpooling, people that carpool from the East Coast, if you need to drive, if you want to drive.
For sure. Or even if you're going to fly and you're nervous about traveling alone, like see if there's maybe there's somebody else around your area who's going to be flying out of the same airport, and you guys can coordinate your travel so it's not so scary.
Vintage Victory. Teens can attend for sure. There are some people that have had their kids go. Emily Sabaco's daughter and her daughter's girlfriend have gone in the past. You do have to pay full registration even for a guest though. So that's up to you whether you find that that's something that'll be worth it. But teens can definitely go. I wouldn't bring small children. Unless you have a partner with you to keep them out of the adult stuff, because the classes and things like that are definitely all adult centered. And you're not going to want to pay registration for a child to be there, obviously. Like Wade brings his kids, but his wife and mom were there to take the kids while he was, going to classes and things.
Hip Flip Mama says, Katie, you were shy. It's kind of like what Canuck Girl says, that at first people think she's shy, but she's usually quiet to feel a personality. That's part of what it is I'm kind of like assessing the situation and getting my feel for somebody. And then like I'll warm up and then I'll be, but when I'm super comfortable with people, I'm basically how I am right now. And part of this, it's not that this is not genuinely me, but it is also, performance is probably the wrong word to say, but it's like we're doing a show right now. So it's like, before the show was on, I'm not just like nonstop at home bouncing off the walls and being silly and ridiculous. I have my moments. I certainly do that a lot normally, but it would drive anybody crazy if 24/7 I was like being ridiculous like I am on the show.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's
So
see. There's a couple of things too. Some more of the questions. Can you scroll up just a little bit? Melissa Carver said she was going to get a rental car. I would say don't get a rental car. And here's why. It costs too much to park at the hotels and most of the venues, and it's very difficult to park. I would Uber or Lyft
just
everywhere
Uber.
in town.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Everything's really close
You're not
together.
going to be doing stuff all the time by yourself. You're going to be with everybody else. So, and even if you are by yourself, you can Uber pretty cheaply. But a lot of times, you're going to be hanging out with other people, and so
You take turns paying for an Uber. It's $5 a person, you know, when you Uber with other people going places. And eBay provides transportation to and from the party on Thursday night. So honestly, I'd Uber.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Let's see.
So Doug wants to know how much were we each netting on eBay when we went full time and started living off of our eBay profit. I can tell you, for me, I have somewhat of a unique situation where I had left my job with Habitat for Humanity, and I was starting my own marketing consulting business, working with small businesses. And I was able to collect unemployment, and the limit is like 6 months. So I basically had 6 months that I needed to like bring myself up to a full-time income. And I started doing eBay at the same time and realized I was really good at that. And so I just dove straight into that. And so I had about 6 months where I'm like, I have to get to where I'm making enough money because my unemployment checks are going to stop and I'm not going to have that supplemental income. And for me, it really took more like 8 months to get to the point where I was really able to support myself. So basically I had like 2 months where I was really struggling because I was bringing in money, but it was barely enough to cover everything, just barely. And so, but I would say basically it was coming right into fourth quarter. And so I don't know, I was probably netting about 3,500 to 4,000 right at the beginning.
It really depends on what your bills are. I mean, if you live somewhere where your rent or your mortgage is $600 or $700 versus $2,000, that everybody's net and necessary net is very different. You know, I was part-time for a very long time before I went full-time. I went full-time about 8 years ago, and even my full-time was part-time. Yeah. So, you know, seriously full-time where I wanted to make a full-time income has probably only been in the last 5 years or so, 5 or 6 years. Yeah. I always had a second income in my house, so it wasn't as necessary for me.
Yeah. See, my first sale was December of 2015. And so it was fourth quarter of 2016 when I basically started bringing in full-time income. And then from then on, and then it was like the beginning of 2017 was when I applied for the Shine Award, and I was in the Rising Star category, which they don't have anymore. But the whole concept behind the Rising Star category was being able to show like significant growth in the previous 12 months. And so that kind of tells you like I had, like they were able to see my numbers, obviously eBay could. And I had gone up significantly in that time because I hit that ground running out of necessity. And I was just full-time listing. And within the first 6 months, I think I got up to like about 800 listings. And then by the time I really started rolling, you know, the sales started really coming strong, and fourth quarter was starting. I was at 1,000 listings, but I was steady. It was like steady growth right from the beginning.
Melissa, I will definitely say, even with wanting to go to thrift stores and anywhere that you want to go, I totally get being a control freak. Still cheaper Uber. Because this valley that we live in is so small, mileage wise, Uber and Lyft is going to be cheaper than a car rental and parking anywhere. It's just going to be
she said she's going to have her daughter and a friend with her. I mean, maybe in that case, are you guys going to be splitting the cost of the rental car? So maybe, I mean, it might not be a bad idea if you really, and it is easier with the kids.
I'm just saying that it's going to cost you about $30 to $40 a day to park.
Oh, to park. Yeah, I don't know.
Plus the cost of the
rental car. You'll have to check out wherever it is you're staying. You'll have to see like how much parking is going to cost you. That's a good point.
Oh, Lori asked this question earlier, I think. Someone asked this question earlier, and it went by too quickly. So if you could please talk about strategies of how and when to hold sales percentages off on eBay. I know you do it a lot and with great success. Do you want to talk about your sales?
Well, basically my strategy is I always have a sale. So my stuff is always on sale. In fact, it's only not on sale right this very second because my sale ended at noon, but I usually have a gap of about an hour to 2 hours before I start a new sale. But I run my sales pretty much constantly, but I do them Like Friday, I'll start a sale. I'll start right after the show. I'll start a new sale, and I'll have it end on Monday at noon because I do like that. I do like that 24 hours, the last 24 hours of the sale. When somebody goes to look at an item, it'll show the sale is ending in, and it'll be like in red numbers or whatever lettering. The sale is ending in 12 hours and 53 minutes, whatever. So I like having that. And then on Monday, I start another sale, and I end it on Friday at noon. So basically, I go Friday to Monday, Monday to Friday. But I always have a sale going on. I like it to be a little bit more. So like right now, my sale will be 30%. That's just the way I do it. I do higher price stuff. So I price everything to take into account doing sales and best offers and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that you sell stuff a lot faster when you have stuff on sale.
I'm very similar. When I have something on sale, it's usually my whole store. I don't usually split categories and change percentages. And I run store sales anywhere from 15% off to 30% off, and kind of everywhere in between. And I run them for a week at a time. So as soon as one ends, I start another one. And I just do 7 days at a time.
So Cammie wants to know, would I have gone to eBay Open if I hadn't won the Shine Award?
Not that year.
At the time, absolutely not. I didn't think I would be able to afford it. I just wasn't in a place where I was ready.
You were supporting the household by yourself.
Yes, I was supporting a household by myself, no help. And so, yeah, so I just would basically.
You'd only been selling for a year and a half.
Yeah, basically, I wanted to go, but I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to afford it. So actually, the whole reason I even applied for the Shine Awards in the first place is because the finalists got to go to Open for free. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll try this out, and that way I'll get to go. And somehow it worked out for me because that kind of tends to be how my life is. But yeah, so I wouldn't have. However, knowing what I know about the event, I would absolutely try to go. And so I hope that some people will listen to us.
And yeah, she wouldn't have met me.
I would not have met. Nope, I would not have met Becky.
We knew each other online
casually.
Yeah. We knew each other. We'd had a little bit of interaction. We became friends on Facebook like maybe a few months before Open. But we didn't know each other.
Yeah. Susan, with the ended promotions, I mean, I think you can delete them. I mean, I don't think it really matters if they're still sitting there, but the ended ones, but you should be able to go in and there should be an option to delete them.
Mine are always there. I've never done anything with them. They just kind of sit there. They just show ended.
I don't know if I would guess that they probably disappear after 90 days. But who knows? Because I doubt eBay wants to keep that stuff on their servers indefinitely. So yeah.
Would you suggest selling clothing seasonally, or does it matter? Shelley asked.
It's hard to say. It depends on what. Okay, normally I would say, oh, it doesn't matter. I list all my stuff. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. Blah blah blah. However, I know that I sell all men's clothing, and a lot of the stuff I sell is very collectible. I sell a lot of vintage streetwear, a lot of sportswear, and that kind of stuff. It just doesn't really matter. And particularly, it's different seasons in different parts of the world at all times. So, like in the summertime here, I can still sell a jacket to somebody in Australia. So it shouldn't matter. But I do get, if you're selling like really basic bread and butter stuff, are people going to be buying, should you be only selling swimsuits? Like you have a swimsuit store and you sell, like you have 1,000 listings and they're all swimsuits. Are you going to do super well in the wintertime? Probably not.
Well, I guess if you sell internationally, maybe.
You do okay. But I'm just saying overall, you might have some problems.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest is that, don't limit yourself to one seasonal item, but if you're going to be listing all kinds of different things, I mean, you're still going to sell swimsuits in the wintertime. You're still going to sell jackets in the summertime, but having like a nice variety, even if you're just selling clothes. I sold a swimsuit
yesterday.
Even if you're just selling clothes, I sell well over 100 to 200 jackets during the summertime. So really it doesn't matter that much, but I will say if you sell a really basic, like kind of lower end clothing where you're selling for $15 a pop, because it's just your real basic brands, most people aren't at Christmas time going like, oh man, I got to get me that, I don't know, Target brand t-shirt or whatever.
Marona.
Yeah. So, whereas in the summertime, they're going to be like, oh, I got to buy a bunch of tank tops and shorts, but I don't want to spend a lot of money. So I'm going to buy a bunch of, Target Massimo brand swim trunks for $15 in the summertime. So I guess it's kind of a complicated question and answer to a certain degree.
It was not a miracle suit. I didn't list that yet, Kara. I haven't gotten there yet. But no, it was a swimsuit though.
Pamela says, start putting money aside for eBay Open, a percent of sales so you can also have fun money. You know, one thing you could do is, so we both do this, and I know Lorna does this. There is an app you can get for your phone called Acorns. And I'm doing it, we're doing it for more long-term savings, but I know Lorna uses it for like specific things that she wants to save up for if she has a trip that she wants to go on. But you can do it that way as well. But what's really cool about Acorns is it's basically, you set it up, you connect like your PayPal card, your bank card to it. And what it does is it rounds up your purchases. So let's say you go to the store, you spend $1.49, it'll take 51 cents because it rounds up to $2. Mm-hmm. It'll take 51 cents and it'll deposit that in your Acorns account. And it is like an investment account, but you can pick, like mine's like super conservative. You can pick really aggressive because it does get, you know, invested all over the place. And you can like do 2 times roundups, 3 times roundups, and then you can also do recurring investments. So like I have mine set right now to $20 a week. Every Friday it puts $20 into my Acorns account. And then I also have 2 times roundups. And so basically it's great for you people who maybe are not so great at saving, like consciously putting money aside in the savings account, because it automatically just grabs it from each of your purchases. So I don't know. That's like a really good option if maybe you have a hard time saving money and you want to save up to be able to go to open.
So Lori asked, can you talk about pricing things high in comps you bought very cheap and are not knowledgeable about? I think I'm nervous about not being right. This time vintage camera gear, but other things too. Lori, if you have a question about something specific, I mean, totally use the boss group to ask questions, especially, I think you mentioned this earlier, there weren't too many comps. And a lot of times vintage camera gear is one of those things that you are not going to find a ton of comps on. I've sold a ton of vintage cameras. I'm happy to take a look for you if you want to post it in Boss or in Tag Me. But you definitely, what I do is I generally price a lot higher than the highest comp on almost everything. But send me, make a little post about that specifically, but there's nothing to be concerned with. You can always take a lower offer. So put like, you know, best offer on just about everything, but price things high and don't be afraid to. Yeah. And the other thing about, Heather says, thanks for the Acorns tip. The other thing about like the Acorns thing is like, we were both doing, I was doing it super, I was aggressively pulling money. Like I'm back to like kind of that more aggressive level of savings through the Acorn thing. But I was doing that before this last summer. And then we had like all those glitches and everything that happened, and sales just tanked. It was a crazy bad. There's a couple of months there where just sales were so bad. And let me tell you, I know I dipped into some of the money in my Acorns account to help supplement my income, and it helped a lot. So having this summer was real rough in sales. I actually looked at my months and saw how rough it was for April, May, June, July. Were real bad for me. So I kind of use it. I kind of use it as like an emergency fund. So JG says I'm real frugal and save about 70% of your income. Ridiculous. Well, God bless you. I know, that's awesome. I actually couldn't do that if I tried. So not because I mean, I just, you know, for living expenses, I need more than that. But Junk Jones, your early videos, we were the same height. Yes. And I'll tell you why. We're not the same height. Katie's 5'10" and I'm only 5'4". This doesn't go down anymore. So I'm a little slouchy right now. Yeah. But part of it is that she was keeping this chair lower so that we were. Well, this chair's as low as it goes. I've had it higher where I'm even taller, but yeah. So somebody said, Lisa said that she sees that I use the word size in my listings and wants to know if it's a necessary keyword. No, I don't think it's a necessary keyword at all, because you do have your size in your item specifics and that contributes to the search. But I will put size in there. The way that I format my titles, I will put like size medium, size XL. If I need more characters to be able to put other keywords that I think are more important in there, size is is the first word that will be taken out. So I don't think it's necessary, but I will put it in there if I have the space for it. And Susan, if we have to come and hold your hand, we will. If you live in Vegas, you should definitely come. Susan, what do you think? You know, we have our meetup, and our first one that we're having at the Blind Center is going to be, is it next week or the week after? The last Tuesday of the month. I think it's the 28th or the 29th. I don't have a calendar in front of me. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Susan, the one, she's the one that was going to come last time and they got stuck in traffic. Come, Susan, and meet us. You're super awesome. I love you. Vicki didn't get to meet you, but she loves you too because you came to visit.
come to the meetup. We're going to have at least, I don't know how many before open comes.
We're going to have one every month.
One every month. Come to the meetup. You're going to meet some people. You're going to hang out with us.
Thank you, Sandy.
And then by the time we go to open, you will feel a lot more comfortable because there'll be 15, at least 20, 30 people that you know from our area that will be there.
And you will have friends.
Yes. So come on.
Okay. Shelly David, thank you. She says she's coming from owning a brick and mortar consignment store in New England to selling on eBay, trying to determine if selling seasonally is as important on eBay. No, it's definitely not. I'm actually from New England. I'm from Rhode Island. And I started out selling antiques and collectibles, and that's what I sold. And that was my forte. And I sold on eBay, but I also sold in an antique booth in New England. And none of those things do I sell out here anymore. I don't have an antique booth, although there are plenty. And I don't sell antiques and collectibles occasionally if I find them, but really it's just an entirely different market out here. So I can't find the items that I used to sell. So yeah, don't even think about it, because selling online is an entirely different animal than selling in person. You're also selling to a worldwide market.
Yeah.
It's probably the mail lady.
Probably.
I'm ignoring it.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is if you don't want to worry so much about the seasonal stuff, just make sure that you are selling internationally and don't just use global shipping program. I'm telling you, I'm going to beat it into everyone's head. I keep telling Casey, Rockstar Flipper, that I'm in it because he uses GSP. And I'm telling you, international shipping direct yourself is very, very easy. Once you do it one time, you're going to realize how simple it really is. And it really isn't much more risky than sending something domestically. And you will see your sales go up a lot. So just saying. Betsy, I think the Acorn costs like $1 a month. I think they do charge like $1. There's like a service fee or something like $1 a month. So
yeah.
But you do earn.
Gal said, now my dogs are barking. Sorry.
Yeah, but the Acorns, the money, you are investing it because it's like an investment account. And like I said, there's different levels. I think it's like conservative, moderate, and aggressive. I do conservative. So it gets spread out in a portfolio across a whole bunch of different things that they invest in. And then depending on how the market's going, you will earn interest or you can be super aggressive and then you can lose a lot too. But I just do the conservative. So
Heather, did I start my meetup group on the app? I don't use the app, and I also don't use meetup.com. I feel like it's a waste of money personally. Most people don't know to go to meetup.com.
Yeah.
Everybody is very centered on social media, and that is just not it's kind of an antiquated website. I did originally do my first meetup a couple years ago using that, and I'm not using it now. I'm just using
it costs a lot of money.
Group. It's a Facebook group now.
It's sort of, so Acorns it's not really a 401k.
No, not at all. It's really just a round up. It's just a service that pays for your.
It does invest. And I actually think that they added like in the last year, another one that is more like a 401k. It's like an IRA. But that's different. Those are harder to get your money. You have to pay you pay penalties. That's not what it says, but you are investing.
This says you can just transfer it back into your checking account.
But it does take time because they do have to sell off whatever the stocks are that you're invested in.
It's like 5 to 7 business days or something.
Yeah, so it's not immediate. So it's not just a savings account.
It's just like an inexpensive savings account that earns interest because they're investing it. It's not a ton. I mean, I suppose
there's probably better things you could be using if you wanted to go out and actively be putting saving money into an account. But the thing is, what I like about it is that it's super easy, and because you're doing it as a roundup thing, you don't have to think about it and you don't have to actively do anything. And I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, you know what, I really want to start saving money, but you never take that step and you never really do what needs to be done. So it's really for people who have a harder time with it. I think it works really well. So
yeah, there's another one. JJ says ally.com's online savings at 2% interest.
Yeah, it's just a regular savings account. So
regular savings accounts don't even pay 2% generally, so that's a little better.
Man, I remember like back in the day when I had a savings account. It was before I went to grad school, so it was probably like in 2005, 2006. And it was before like everything went crazy with the banks. And
you used to get like 5%.
Oh, it was like my savings account was like 4%. 4%.
The good old days.
It was the good old days, man. So good, so good. Anyway, so anybody, any other questions? Again, any personal, any business, whatever you got to say. I'm wearing today, in case anyone's wondering, I'm wearing my Squatch and Soda. It's like Sasquatch, Squatch and Soda t-shirt. I love it. It's going with my socks. Sorry, I can't lift my feet up. I have socks that have Bigfoot on them, and it says "Believe in yourself." So I like to wear my my Squatch and Soda
You want to
t-shirt
coordinate
with my Bigfoot socks
because
they're
the
green
coordination
also.
is important.
Yeah, I like it, even if I'm wearing my pajamas, I like to look good. I like to,
Pajamas.
my pajamas, I like my pajam jams.
Weirdo. Chris Bragg says hello from Montana.
What's up?
Throwback Shack, Polo or Tommy?
Polo or Tommy? Let's see. What do I get more excited about? I'd say overall Tommy.
Polo for me.
Overall Tommy, but if I would rather find a really awesome like Polo sport piece than
when
than
you're
Tommy.
talking vintage, for me, I prefer Polo.
Yeah.
It generally sells faster. Tommy's oversaturated.
Yeah, Polo Sport is what I get real excited. That's probably number one, Polo Sport, because there's there's Polo Jeans Company, and there's Polo Ralph Lauren, and there's Polo Sport, and
Denim and Supply.
Yeah, so Polo Sport to me is the most. When I find like a jacket that has like a big, has the big flag on it, and it's Polo Sport, that's really exciting.
Kara, do you think labeling photos with keywords helps Cassini search?
How do you label your photos? I
can't answer your question because I've never labeled my photos with keywords, honey. I'm sorry.
I didn't even know you could label your photos. So I should have noticed that you could.
Tommy Bahama, meh. I mean, it's a solid seller. It's just doesn't sell for what it used to anymore. So it's again,
they're not super exciting,
super saturated. So I don't even pick up Tommy Bahama.
I'm mostly for the most part, I'm over button down shirts. It has to be something really, really cool. I would pick up a Tommy Bahama if it's like the full back embroidered kind. Otherwise, yeah. So do single stitch nightclub tees sell like a jazz club or local band? Junk Jones asked. They sell for me. If with stuff like that, it depends on the graphic. It has to be a cool looking graphic. If it's kind of cool and funky and it's like this old 80s, whatever. I mean, I buy t-shirts, vintage single stitch t-shirts all the time that are like event specific, location specific. And she'll be like, I would never buy that. And it's like, I buy it and I sell it. So yeah, I mean, people will buy that stuff. It has to have a cool looking graphic. It has to be something that's, because it's all about that throwback, that it's got to look like a really cool.
Especially if it was a halfway decent club or local bands and had somewhat of a following, that stuff sells. Miss Florida Sunshine, if you had to disappear and start a whole new life, what would your new life look like? I kind of like my life.
If I was gonna do that, if I was gonna disappear and start a whole new life, it probably would be like I'd be a rambling man, be traveling.
Really?
I think if I had like the freedom, if I had the funds, like just enough funds to be able to just like travel everywhere and like just go to different countries and maybe like find places to work locally.
I would travel
to get by and stuff. I wouldn't
do that.
See that she's a little bit more high maintenance. I would be all about like I'll stay in a hostel, I'll find some job to work. No. Or find cool people to hang out with and live with. She's like, but I think that'd be fun.
Let's see. What was the other question? Yeah,
Allison was making fun of the way that we laugh.
We laugh funny.
At the end, we go, Anyway, have our sales picked up? So mine have been lower than normal, but not crazy low, and a little bit steady. So they've been okay. Mine have been lower than what I was telling Vicky, like if we didn't have the help that we had gotten from everybody, I would probably be feeling really panicked and nervous. My sales are low and blah, blah. But because we got help from everybody, and it's like I'm able to just focus on getting better, and I've been listing every day, and my sales have been steady, even though they've been a bit lower. Vicky was going through like crazy low sales. Like last week, it was really,
I wasn't even breaking $75 a day for like 4 or 5 days out of the 7 last week. My sales have picked up in the last 2 days into today. Still not great, but they've picked up because I've been listing again this week. That is all that it is. I've been listing again this week. So they're not where they need to be yet, but they're getting there.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that they're on an upswing. Thank God, because I was panicked. I will tell you, I went and my sales dropped by 75%. They came to a screeching halt. So I'm very grateful that they're starting to catch up again.
So Jen found a vintage Nelson
as in Nelson, as in the band Nelson, because those guys I know I'm actually friends with Matthew and his wife.
So I don't know exactly what T-shirt you have.
I want the Nelson shirt actually. If they don't sell very high.
I don't know exactly which T-shirt you have, and I'd have to see. Like, are there lots of comps with the same one? Because I will tell you, with vintage T-shirts, a lot of people undersell them. A lot of people. And so I sell T-shirts for more than what most people would sell them for, and they sell. And so it's easy to look at comps and be like, man, those don't sell at all. Like there's these Michael Jackson T-shirts, Michael Jackson Beat It T-shirts from 1984, 85. I got 2 of them. I know I talked about them. And I got 2 of them. I paid $75 for 2 of them. And if you look at the comps, there are ones that have sold for way too cheap, like 30, 40 bucks tops. And then, but I know that they actually can sell for $100 to $150 to even $200. People just undersell their stuff, and it's like you can price it at a much higher price. And if you do everything to make your listing better than everyone else's, and that's where I do free listings, I do free returns, I do all of my own direct international shipping, all the little things that you do to add it up to make it so it's being seen by the absolute maximum number of sellers. I just think that's where what it all comes down to. So
we are going to do a giveaway, by the way. There's some great questions in here, but I'm going to answer a few more questions. But we are going to do a giveaway of a T-shirt, and you're going to get a couple little goodies. So not yet, but we're going to have you guess a number shortly. If we go up a little bit, there's a couple of questions there. I am not touching a cricket, Junk Jones. I don't care what you... Big Mac has a good question. What celebrity or humanitarian entertainer who has passed on would you most like to sit down with and chat with one-on-one?
That's a good question. I don't know. There's lots of them. I'd love to hang out with Jonathan Winters. I think he'd be cool. Most of mine are probably going to be like Gilda Radner. If I could hang out with Gilda Radner, that would be rad. Nerd. Dork. So yeah, so most of mine are going to be like probably old comedians and stuff.
Well, mine are probably alive still, so.
Well, that's not what the question is.
I know. I can't think of anybody
who has
dead.
passed on.
I don't know. I'd have
Once
to think
they die, they're dead to you. Is that what you're saying? You're so fickle.
Mm-hmm.
You're so fickle.
Liz, we did a whole show on Wednesday about the shipping rates affecting your sales, or how we're going to deal with the shipping rates. Our show that we did on Wednesday was all about the shipping and postal increases. I don't think that it's going to affect anybody's sales really, because we do.
It's going to affect your margins. So it depends.
Yeah.
And so we did our whole show on Wednesday was talking about ways that you can like deal with that and adjust, and other ways in your business, like making sure that you're doing the absolute cheapest shipping you possibly can, whether it's through cubic shipping or doing your own direct international shipping. There's lots of stuff you can do to lower or to like save money. And I bet you're probably not taking advantage of everything. I think the new shipping rates, I think what's going to happen is a lot of sellers are going to panic, and they're going to be like, I'm not doing free shipping anymore. And they're going to add shipping onto their stuff. And I'm going to sell more stuff because I'm going to keep doing free shipping. And people
take advantage of better shipping options.
Just saying.
Jen, if you can send me a message about that shirt, I'm dead serious. I'm really interested in that shirt. I want to see it. I want to see sizes. I might buy it from you.
We'll see. I don't know. I think that she could probably sell it for like over $100. So I'd say good luck. You're not buying a T-shirt.
A Nelson shirt? No, she can't sell it for $100.
She said there's a bunch of them that are listed for over $200.
That doesn't mean they're selling.
Send us the pictures. We'll tell you. And if it's going for a good amount, I won't let her.
Well, if it's going for $100, I mean, I'm not going to pay $100 for it. But yeah,
yeah, and
sell it, please.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So so vintage T-shirts. They sell both on Etsy and eBay. I'd say Etsy, I sell a lot of jackets and sweatshirts.
Robin Williams.
But I sell T-shirts as well, and I would say they do pretty well on both. I sell them for a slightly higher amount on Etsy. So if you're doing any kind of vintage clothing, you need to be on Etsy, because that has been a huge help to supplementing my revenue every month. So.
Yeah, the Nelson guys were really hot in the day. They're still hot. They're nice guys, actually. They're really good guys. Great question. Allison says, Jesus and Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, that's who I would want. Anybody that knows me knows I love Mr. Rogers. I cried through the entire Mr. Rogers movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
By the way, Hip Flippin' Mama, I sold, I've got all those boxing T-shirts. What's the Manny dude from the Philippines? I just sold one yesterday for $35. So there, because you know what Hip Flippin' Mama said? She said she would sell them. Oh, those will sell for like 15, 17 bucks.
What?
And I'm like, whatever, I'm selling them for 30. They're a bunch of boxer t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
The Filipino boxer dude, Manny, starts with a PA,
Taquito.
something like that. Yeah. So yeah, maybe if I had them at 17, they would have sold a little faster, but I don't want to be hustling that hard. I like selling for 35 bucks. Okay.
All
Okay.
right. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. And that wasn't even a vintage t-shirt. Okay.
So bad.
Okay.
Are we ready to do a giveaway?
What are we giving away? Just like
I already said a t-shirt and some
other
stuff.
goodies. So there's
This might be a little bit of a bonus one because let me tell you, the backlog of t-shirts.
Yeah, basically what
The
you're going to
giveaway
send, like 10
t-shirts. I'm not going to send you 10, but I may send you more than one. I don't know.
Yeah, Maria, I accept all returns. I do free returns, so I don't even care what reason you have. I'll take it. So,
all right. So we have 155 people still watching. I think I don't even know what we have for a thumbs up because I can't see it anymore, but it doesn't matter. I don't care.
You don't care?
Well, no, I care, but
care.
I mean, doesn't matter.
You're so dismissive of the people who are giving us their time.
Oh,
we're
almost
at 95. So
we're
maybe
95.
Get to 100, guys. Let's get 100 thumbs up before we're going to do this giveaway.
We need 5 more thumbs up, please.
Please. Regs, Sandy, so flat lay or Manny. I think that's his personal preference. I think that flat lays, when they're done well, look great. And I think when it comes to vintage clothing, streetwear clothing, flat lay is very, very common.
Look
and
look how fast it jumped
I know,
up.
it's nice. So flat lay, I think it can be great. I personally would rather I like using the Manny better. I use a half hanging mannequin, and I think my stuff looks good on that too. So it really just depends on what you like doing when you take your pictures. So.
All right, let's see.
All right, ready?
Yeah. I don't see a troll. So
I don't see a troll either, but maybe I just didn't see it. Oh, I see.
Oh, Obama bin Laden.
Guys, quit chatting because you're moving too fast. Anyway, so let's pick out a number. So it's
I'm a dog. Put me down like a dog. Is that what that was?
I don't know. So what do we want to do? Wait till we say go, and then it'll be after we say go, and it'll be whenever the right number comes across our screen, because it does come across in different orders and other people's screens. So please don't send us your sad stories about how you said it first, because it's whatever comes up in our screen.
Yep.
So
here we go. I'm going to say I need a number between 1 and 75, and
no. Are you ready? Are you watching?
I'm watching.
Are you even paying attention?
Totally paying attention.
I don't believe you are.
And now they're going to come.
All right,
now
it's going to go so fast, and we're going to be like, ugh! What? Oh,
yeah. See,
shoot. I thought I saw it, but then I wasn't sure. It goes so fast. No. Oh, there we go. No. Oh no. Okay, don't say it out loud yet, but I think it's this one right here. But let me go up real quick and make sure that we didn't miss somebody else. Okay.
All right, we got it.
You want to announce it?
Yep. I'm going to take the first 2 people that guessed
because they were
it,
so close.
and I am going to send out 2 prize packs. So one is Jen Lee. So when you send me your information on that Nelson shirt, send me your, oh, by the way, you can see it right there, number 73. And the other person is Victoria Smith. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo.
I say we send it to Kelly too, because she was like a couple after.
All right,
Kelly,
so we get
the
3
Econ
packages
Mom.
going out.
So that's what we're doing. 3 prizes. Kelly, the Econ Mom Award. All 3 of you guys.
All 3 of you, send me a message with your name, address.
Now you're
and
yelling. Are you trying to be like me?
Yes, name, address, and
I'm going to need your name and your address. Can you please send me your name and your address?
and your t-shirt size.
And maybe you can send your t-shirt size too. Christy. Yes, we love it. You know what's funny is I had to go through the cards again because I was looking for a specific one, and I saw the Pocket Vicky. And the card itself, I don't remember if the card like didn't have your name on it or something, but seriously, the Pocket Vicky is awesome, and we'll try to remember to show that at the next show or something, because
I've been keeping all of the cards and all of the notes in a folder, and we literally received well over 100. So It's been a lot of fun.
Victoria says, I love you, but don't need a prize. I just like to type numbers.
Victoria's like, I'm not wearing a cat t-shirt is what she's saying. She's saying, I'm not wearing a cat t-shirt.
Is Leslie still typing numbers in? Come on, you guys. Come on. It's over. It's over, guys.
Let it go. All right. So Victoria has abdicated her t-shirt win. So I'm going to go and actually give that to, if you go back up, JG, I believe.
You're just randomly picking people
No,
now?
JG said, is 71 close enough? I'm going to go with 71 because she asked JG.
I think JG's a girl. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I always assume everybody's a girl.
See, now people are still saying.
We will do more. I promise.
Oh, my goodness.
So, JG, if you get in touch with me, same thing. I will give you your t-shirt name, t-shirt size,
name
your address. And address, please. You can email either one of us. Our emails are under
see, it's Jennifer.
The show. Jennifer, thank you. Oh, Jennifer Quinn.
Yeah.
I did not know that was you because.
Anyway, guys, I can smell. We have our pie in the oven right now. It's the Marionberry pie that one of you guys sent us. I'm sorry, my mind is going blank.
We're going to send them out one at a time to people.
But anyway, we got an awesome Willamette Valley Pie Company Marionberry pie. And it's in the oven right now because you have to like cook it, and then it's supposed to sit for like 4 hours to cool. And it's going to be. We're gonna go over to our friends Derek and Amber tonight, and we're gonna
eat fish,
and we're gonna eat Marionberry pie, and it's gonna be amazing.
Traveling reseller.
Yes, traveling reseller. Sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm horrible. Traveling reseller. Yes, I can smell it. It's in my nostrils right now, and I'm so excited about it. And we're actually, because my whole thing was I don't want to just make it and eat it at home. Like I need to share it with somebody. So we're gonna go over to Amber and Derek's,
and we're bringing pie.
And we're gonna bring pie. And we're gonna eat some Marionberry pie. So
now we knew it was you because we've said it before, but then we're trying to remember your screen name to say it again today.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys. So thanks for watching. Come hang out with us on Sunday. We're gonna have our Sunday live haul show at 2:00 as usual.
You can message either one of us through Facebook about the winners with your information, or the email is down below. Either one is fine.
Yeah. So come watch the show on Sunday. We will be showing the cool stuff that we found today. Also, we're going out tomorrow. We're meeting up with a dude that we met at a garage sale months ago. And so
we're going to pick his stuff.
If you don't hear from us on Sunday, it's because we were taken into a warehouse and murdered. But we are going to go, and we get to go pick through all of his storage and hopefully find some awesome stuff. I'm going to try and get some video footage of that. So that should be up this next week. But Sunday we'll be sharing all the cool stuff that we find, and pretty excited about it. Thanks for hanging out.
Now they're going to call you Cricket. Nasty.
Cricket and Pink Panther.
Nasty.
All right, guys, we got work to do, so we will talk to you later. But thanks again for coming and hang out with us. And boss up.
See ya.